self motor sailing. We are on the middle Percy Island. And I'm quite excited to be here because I heard about this place way before I was knowing Vernon. I had a friend called Lola, and around her 20s she did some boat trips just like a teenager are doing, just wandering in Australia, and she visited the Percy and talked a lot about this amazing place, so I'm super happy to visit this place today. Let's have a look! That's this kind of amazing beach. We are doing noise because the sand is so fine. I'm loving that.
So I've been to Middle Percy Island I think 3 or 4 times. One time me and Toby, my brother, we stayed here about a month, parked my old boat in the lagoon and did some anti-fouling and helped out here on the island, did some tiling up at the homestead, had a great time. And yeah, I've been here a few times, and this is the A-frame where we are right now. And as you can see, it's just full of boat names and people who have passed through and left a little piece of memorabilia or a carving or whatever. And I've never done that. I've always been like, well, I'm not a big club person, or I don't know. If everyone else does it, I just sort of go like, oh, I'm not doing it. It's a bit dumb, but anyway. Looking around today, I saw a few things left over from friends that we've met along the way, other sailors, things like that. And because maybe the reason I haven't done it is just because I'm not really artistic, and I'm a bit lazier maybe. So anyway, Marie is the opposite of them. Well, she's a bit lazy too sometimes, but not when it comes to artistic things. And so she's decided she's going to do one. So here she is with all the stuff, basically leaving a bottle with a message. And so we're going to hang that up. So any of you who come to Middle Percy Island, look for it. We'll hide it somewhere in plain sight, but it's sort of hidden because there's 1,000 other boat names here. Beautiful. Good job, babe.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yeah, there's a little bit of everything. Some of my beadings, some shells, a parrot feathers, a little drawing on the bone of a cuttlefish.
Some
A little
stickers.
bit of everything. Yeah.
Alright, let's hang it up. We found a spot right here.
So we decided to do a little competition with that. The first person we're gonna send a picture of our little piece of art. We're gonna send a t-shirt learning by doing.
As you can see, the boats are all actually pointing the wrong way. They're on a lee shore. The wind's changed around to the north here, and this anchorage is not really comfortable anymore. So we just came in here, look at this place. We went for a walk up the hill to get some internet, because there's no internet on this place. If you walk, I don't know, about 30 minutes up the hill, you can get some internet, like really bad 1 bar 3G. Enough to check the weather actually, that's all we needed. And then we're going to go back to the boat now and go around to an anchorage on the south side of the beach, because it's a northerly blowing now, and we'll stay the night around there and maybe all day tomorrow. We'll see how we go. Alright, we've anchored at Rescue Bay. It's on the south coast of Mid Percy Island, and I've just come ashore. You can see the boats anchored out here. There's Toby and Tara and Flossie, and we're anchored just behind them. And yeah, we've come ashore here. This is the most amazing beach. Really beautiful sand, quite a flat beach. Big sand dunes here. There's Marie climbing the mountains. Lots of different colours, and the water crystal clear. Beautiful place. Pretty crazy sand dunes here with this sandstone up here. It's real red, and if you pick a piece up like this, you can just break it. And it's rusty, dusty layers in there. All the different layers of colours on there. Pretty crazy. filming me steering with my body.
Yeah. You want to explain to us what you're doing?
Yeah, so we've got the electric engine just going straight ahead and we're steering just using the body. Now go this side and we'll turn that way. Pretty much just magic. But after a few years of trying, you might be able to figure it out. Woo!
There. Tonight we will leave the Percy Island to go to the Keppel. I hope I'm pronouncing well. And we're gonna leave around midnight. We have 110 miles to do. So we're gonna eat now. I'm doing a tom yum soup. And I'm gonna prepare some coconut snack for the night. And I also made I think the most beautiful bread I ever made on the boat. I'm super proud. It's a sourdough one. And it's a bit like a magic formula. Sourdough, there's so many things and this one is really looking good. Look at that.
Oh, voila.
Beautiful, eh? It's smelling so good.
Yeah, so as Marie just said, we're going to sail tonight. Normally I would leave at lunchtime and then sail through the night for a 100-mile thing and then just arrive early in the morning. But we've got northerlies and they're pretty light, so 10 knots, so that'll be from behind and that's not much for a trailing wind. So it'll probably be wing on wing, but my plan is to leave quite late, after midnight, maybe 2-3 in the morning, and then do the bulk of the passage during the day tomorrow. So that way I can fly the spinnaker if I need to, but I don't fly the spinnaker at night when we're basically solo, one's sleeping and one's on watch. And if it, picks up 10 knots and you're by yourself and at night and you got a spinnaker, it's not the way to go. So through the night for, until 5 AM, till it's a bit light, we'll go wing on wing probably. And hopefully, get 5 or 6 knots. And then when the sun comes up, we can start blasting and then we'll do the last 80 miles during the day. That's the plan anyway. Well, we're honking along. Beautiful sail now. We've got about 10-12 knots directly from behind, want to run. As you can see, we're wing on wing. And yeah, it's been like this for a few hours now. It's been perfect. But we did have to motor sail for about 4 or 5 hours this morning. Just not enough wind. Really just 2 or 3 knots. Sails were flogging. So it wasn't ideal. Couldn't really sail any angles to make it more, it was just no wind. And now we're sort of, I said we were going to probably fly spinnaker today, but it's just not really worth it, to be honest. We're doing 7.5 high 7s, which isn't, it's not the maximum speed, but it's not far off. We'd probably go a little bit faster with a spinnaker, but we'd have to sail 30-degree angles. So the extra miles would do to do 8.5 maybe. I don't think it would really pay off, and I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you, and Marie wouldn't be sitting there crocheting. We'd be hand steering and being ready to, just looking after a spinnaker basically. So this is comfortable. The boat's weaving a little bit here and there with the swell, but it's comfortable. We've both just been chilling out for hours on end, playing mahjong and reading books and eating soup, and that's been a pretty cruisy trip. We've got about 17 miles to go. I did think we wouldn't get there till 10-11 at night, but looks like we'll get there at 6 now, so because we've been going a bit faster. Judging off the wind forecast we had, I did sort of like passage planning of 5.5 knot average, and yeah, obviously we've gone a bit faster than that. We're probably 6.5 knot average, so yeah, we'll get into the anchorage before dark, which is nice. So yeah, everything's going good. This is another 100 miles south. Yeah, we're getting into Great Keppel Island. We'll anchor up at Svensson's probably today, and then yeah, see how the weather looks. We'll get reception. We've been offline now for a few days, so we'll check out the weather and see where we go from now.
That was quite good sailing. We did 16 hours between Middle Percy Island and Keppel, and I'm looking forward a shower. I don't know why. I think it's a bit the ocean was like all this moist in the air, but yeah, I'm feeling a bit sticky, and I hope we're gonna have a good night.
Keppel. So we've got a couple of miles to go before we get to Great Keppel Island, and it's a bit of a tricky weather situation, to be honest. So we've sailed down here with a northerly, northeasterly. It's not really blowing hard, it's just actually starting to drop off now. We've only got, well, 5 knots of apparent wind. We're going 6.5. So, but there is a bit of a tiny little swell running. It's been northerly for 2 days now. So there's various anchorages to choose from on this island, and normally if there be a northerly, you'd go around to one of the southwestern or south anchorages, and there you'd be out of the swell and it'd be beautiful. Problem is, when I look at the forecast, we just got internet, around 11 o'clock tonight the wind does a big switcheroo and comes from the southeast, and then blows 15 to 20 tomorrow from the southeast. So yeah, the thing is, if we go around to the south, we'll only, you know, by 11 o'clock we'll be on a lee shore. And if we anchor here on the north side, we're going to have a swell running, yeah, until 11 o'clock. Well, the wind will blow until 11 o'clock, and then there'll still be a swell, but the wind will be coming from the other way, so we'll probably be side on. So yeah, it's not ideal. There's no real ideal place to go unless we go around the south until 11 o'clock, and then at midnight come back around this side, but that's not ideal either.
So Vern just dropped the anchor in the Keppel, and as you can see, it's super rolly. And it's gonna be worse and worse probably when the wind gonna drop down. So it's gonna probably be the worst night on She Alien we ever had. But we are a bit stuck. It's sunset, we don't have the time to really move somewhere else. And I think we have just to try to handle that. But yeah, it's gonna be really not fun.
Good morning. How did you sleep, babe?
Pretty good. I was not expecting that, but it was not so rolly at the end, just a little bit bumpy.
Yeah, so at about, well, before midnight, probably around 10, the wind did turn and the sea calmed down right away. And I thought it would be the opposite. I thought the wind would turn and then we would go sideways, and then the north swell would keep rolling and we would just be thrown around. But actually the sea just calmed straight down, like immediately, and we had a pretty calm night. I guess we were both pretty tired as well. That really helped, and we just slept. But yeah, woke up now. I don't know what the time is, probably around
6 or 7, I don't know.
6 to 7, yeah. And feeling quite rested. So yeah, we're in the Keppels now. The anchor has been in the Keppel. Marie didn't know that it's called the Keppel Islands. She just thought that was
Like the Cape Hill.
the Cape, yeah, like Cape York or something. So it's the Cape Hill. We're in the Cape Hill. So anyway, that was a bit lost in translation, but it's quite funny. It's the Keppel Island group. Great Keppel.
That's so often that if I'm not reading the word, I'm just listening. I don't know at all how to write it and how to pronounce.
Anyway, we're here, so we're a lot further south than we were, and we're getting to our goal of Brisbane by Christmas time. Thanks again to everyone for watching, and if you're just watching this video for the first time and you're liking it, please subscribe, push the notifications bell. That helps us out a lot. Really thankful. Patrons, you guys are really, meaning a lot to us, obviously helping us out so much. What have you got to say, babe?
Then we are looking forward for the next adventures in the south. I'm quite excited.
Yep. And I'm gonna see some family and my mum at Christmas time. Thankful for that. And yeah, we'll see you all next week. Yeah, sailing further south, possibly Musgrave, Pancake, somewhere around there. All right, bye.